Today I continue reviewing what I already know. Here's FizzBuzz. It's different than a FizzBuzz I've seen before. I think the most basic form of this problem is not to push things onto an array, but to simply console.log the different things based on what the number is. But in this case, we are adding these things to an array, which if you're not familiar with some array methods, then it can be potentially difficult. And of course, with you can't have a conversation about FizzBuzz without talking about the modulus operator. The remainder or modulus operator returns the remainder left over when one operand is divided by a second operand. It always takes the sign of the dividend. So if you can divide something evenly, the remainder is 0. But in the case that you can't, the remainder is the remainder. It's what's left over. 5, 10, and then you have 3 left over. So 5, 10, 15. If this was 15 modulus 5, the remainder would be 0. But since 5 can only go into 13 twice, the remainder is 3. And so that knowledge is very important. If it's divisible by 3 and 5, we print FizzBuzz. If I is divisible by 3, it's Fizz. And in this case, we're just adding them to the array as strings. We also have the push method. So if you don't know how to add things to an array, you need to use a push method. The push method of array instances adds the specified elements to the end of the array and returns the new length of the array. So here we have animals, pigs, goats, and sheep, and if we push cows, it is added to the end here. So there you have that. And you might wonder, what is the opposite of push? Can you add to the beginning of an array? You can by doing unshift. Unshift is the opposite of push, where you add things and cows would be added to the beginning of the array. Okay.